Hello, everyone. I am a wizard. A scientist. I am the greatest one on this flat earth. Do you have a headache? I can help you. Let me drain the blood from your ears. Or I can give you some medicine. There's a secret ingredient. Cocaine. I took some yesterday and I felt so great I ran 70 miles an hour. It's great. And how would you like to know how I would get to the moon? Well, I'll tell ya. Actually, I'm having a heart attack. Take it away, MC Popsicle. What's up, party people, and welcome to a brand new episode of Weird Movies with MC Popsicle. I have something very special for you today. It is considered to be the first feature film of all time, as well as the first science fiction film of all time. It is known as Le Voyage dans la Lune, which in English is translated A Trip to the Moon. It was the first real movie that ever existed, and so it came out in 1902. And the problem is they had no idea how to get to the moon in 1902. So, as far as the wizard guy that you met earlier, that's literally how they dressed. Look at this. That was their scientist. And so they had no clue how to get to the moon at all. So it starts out, and there are all these wizards, doing math and stuff, and then one's like, Eureka, I figured it out. And they figure out how they're gonna go to the moon. What they're gonna do is they're gonna put a big bullet together that people can fit inside and put it in a cannon and then shoot it to the moon. So what would you think these people wear to the moon? Spacesuit? Maybe? No, just business suits and top hats and stuff. So they fly to the moon, which has a real face like this, and it flies and hits the moon in the eye. It's so then they get out in space and they can breathe fine, obviously, but they get their sleeping bags and roll them out on the moon and go to sleep. But wouldn't you know that it starts snowing on the moon. So they decide to go into this cave that they see, and in the cave it's super crazy. There's mushrooms and all this kind of crazy stuff, foliage in there. And when they get in there, they see an alien. There are aliens here too now. So the aliens are monkey kind of things. They just flip out and do backflips and jump around and stuff. And so how do they defeat them? Luckily, they brought their umbrellas. So they just bonk them on the head with the umbrella, and then they explode into a poof of dust. So, but they get overwhelmed by the aliens. So the aliens capture them and take them to the Moon King, which has a palace, and he's a big deal. So they bring him up, and this guy just runs up, one of the guys that was from the bullet spaceship thing, runs up to him and just body slams him on the ground and kills him just right there in front of everybody. So all the aliens are flipping out, and so they get away from the aliens and run and run and run, and they find the bullet. So they just push the bullet off a cliff, and it falls off the moon all the way down into the ocean because that's how the gravity works also. So they sink to the bottom of the ocean and then start floating back up, and then the ocean is just a aquarium with lizards floating around there. It's really weird. So they pick it up in a ship comes and gets them and brings them back. So all the wizards or scientists or whatever they are start getting all these awards and stuff. But then you find out that some of the aliens jumped on the ship and went down with them. So now there are aliens on the Earth, but it was kind of hard to tell what was happening at the end, but I guess they became friends because they're like all dancing together and stuff like that. And so I guess the moon people are now friends with the Earthlings, and they build this big statue of one of the wizard scientists, Exhibit A, and that's basically it. This was so cool. It was so interesting and so cool, and it was so creative. And like, they used sets like in a theater because that's all they knew, because like film had just been invented. This is one of the first films ever, and it was the first film long enough to be considered a movie. So like, this is a huge deal, and it's beautiful. And all the art designs and all the set designs, I mean, it's out there. They didn't know, they just made it up. But I mean, that was the beginning of special effects. That was the beginning of everything. Like, everything you know as a movie, with any creativity in it at all, is all thanks to this movie. So it's really funny to watch because they didn't know how you go to the moon, but it's really creative and it's really pretty and it's really neat. The band Smashing Pumpkins actually used this as their video for the song Tonight Tonight, and it's gorgeous, and it's great. So if you like movies, definitely watch this. It's really funny, it's really pretty, it's really neat, it's historic, and it's just like everything you could ever want, and it's really short, so go see it. In English, it's A Trip to the Moon. It's super epic. It's super funny. Please share this with your friends and let other people know, because trying to make this a business, baby. But yeah, thanks guys, and I'll see you soon. Peace out, baby scout.